Thank you, Nathan. Well, after the temperature plunged earlier this week, it's now quickly heading back up again, and all the melting snow could cause some problems. It won't be exactly the dog days of summer, but it will be mild enough to lose the doggy sweaters. We could hit double digits Friday before things cool again for the weekend. Thanks to all of the snow this winter, there will be a lot of runoff off the next couple of days, and that could prove troublesome in some neighborhoods. One area where wet basements can be a concern is the beach. CP24 Sue Sgambati joins us now with more.
We're on Kipendavy Avenue in the beach considered ground zero for flooding in the city of Toronto. What do people do about the problem here? I'm joined now by Bill Burrows. He is with the Q Beach Neighborhood Association. When you hear about a thaw coming, what do people think?
Well, they batten down the hatches and they basically wait for the city trucks to come to the bottom of the street and hope that they're going to be here in time to start pumping all the storm sewers and prevent the flooding from hitting their basements.
And that's what happens when the city hears of a thaw, those trucks appear here? Pretty
much. I mean, when we're expecting a big thaw like the one that we're expecting on Friday, people get pretty nervous. They start calling into the city. The city, keeps a pretty close eye on this sort of thing as well. They know that there are issues with the infrastructure down here, so they try to do what they can to prevent that from happening.
Some people on the street have taken what could be termed as extreme measures to combat the problem. One woman tells me she spent $30,000 renovating. Other houses have their basements lifted up. Tell me more about that.
Well, some people actually, the lady you're talking about calls her place Mini Amsterdam because the entire basement has been modified and it's like the inside of a sailboat. Everything is waterproof. There's nothing down there. There's no drywall or anything that would absorb water. They've had 2 floods. They've spent a lot of money fixing their basements. There are other people that have had similar issues happening in their places. Some of the insurance companies have canceled their flood insurance because of the issues with the infrastructure. And our organization in particular, we look at this type of thing and we try to sort of work with our local politicians and some of the developers that are coming down here to have them sort of look at this situation with a little bit more of a watchful and responsible eye. We have a development on this street in particular that we're concerned about because it is rather large. And when you have a big development like that, it does have an impact on the infrastructure, and we're working with all the parties concerned to see if we can come to some sort of an arrangement to get that, to have that impact lessened.
Okay, thank you very much for talking to us today. So infrastructure and basic geography are the enemies here, and people are, again, crossing their fingers with this anticipated thaw at the end of the week. Sue Sgambati, CP24.